standard of competition, and we're hoping for much of the same here. To get us underway for Nicaragua, it's Junior Perez going for 65 kg, his first major championship. Central referee Ridwan Hanan from Malaysia. The side referees Martin Chapla from Slovakia and Hisako Yoshida of Japan. For this to get this competition underway. 126, the heaviest, being attempted in Group B. Going all the way up to the reigning Paralympic champion at the top of Group A. This looks like it'll be very competitive, and Junior Perez to kick us off with 65. Misses out, 2-1 against.
Loaders, please load over to 80 kilos.
So his first lift in major international competition, and he misses out.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 80 kilos for the first attempt from Japan.
Matsumoto Takashi.
So Takashi Matsumoto of Japan, her first attempt at 80 kg. 10th in the Asian Games 3 years ago in Incheon. Kuala Lumpur on the horizon, also an international shooter. Used to the Kanabara club in Kawasaki. Second World Championships, previously competed in 06 in Busan, but no mark registered there. And this for 80 to hit the front. It's 48 now, Takashi Matsumoto, but as you'll know, there's no age limit on quality. And it wasn't here either. 3 out of 3, good lift, he's up and running and he's into the lead. Clean bill of health all the way for Takashi Matsumoto. Very early days, the heaviest attempt in the first round in this Group B will be 46 more than this. And add on another 50 for the heaviest that's being planned for Group A. Terrific venue this, Juan de la Barrera Gymnasium in Mexico City, and it's still used to this day for Mexican League basketball. The Capitans play here, and that was a capital display from Matsumoto. Rodrigo Villamarin of Argentina next to go, aiming for 95. Won silver in the juniors in the World Championships here on Saturday, and also a silver in the juniors in the Ego World Cup in Hungary in May. The reigning Para-Pan Am Youth Champion took gold in Sao Paulo this year, had been silver 4 years ago. So Villamarin for 95. Didn't take long at all. Didn't need to. 2 out of 3, our new leader on 95. Rodrigo Villamarin from Mar del Plata in the Buenos Aires state. And he's up and running. Had a couple of struggles during the Junior Worlds here in Mexico City, but came out with silver in the end.
Maysar, Olaymi.
Silver behind Lucas dos Santos for Villamarin in the end. That was a cracking lift. Sets a good standard for him at 95. Maysar Olaymi would be a very good wheelchair racer. He's wasted no time. He's going for 100 straight away from Saudi Arabia. Major championship debut for Maysar Olaymi.
No lift.
3 reds. Other than that, he didn't hang about. May have gone back a bit. Next for Kazakhstan, Yernat Kazmukanov. His major championship debut, going for 100 as well, and also competed in Eger at the World Cup. Where power sports are king. And Almaty, a regular stopping off point for major championships. The Asians 2 years ago, and the next World Championships are going there. So for 100, Kazmukanov. He's got it, 2 out of 3. Takes the lead. We're flying through the opening round. No problem. Straight up and clean. Got 1 red light, but didn't have to worry about that.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 107 kilos for the first attempt. From Philippines.
Next to go, Romeo Tayawa of the Philippines. First major championship. Still has time on his side. By this stage, the previous 2, I think, were getting off the bench, they were so quick. .107 to get us up and away. And to hit the front. 39 years old, birthday a few weeks ago. From Quezon. once he got on the bench. No real trouble. 2 out of 3 in his favour. And that gives him the advantage. It's going well in the opening round. Something, by the way, we never got a chance to mention in the previous competition. That was a fine, clean lift. No worries for the Philippine lifter. But in the women's 45 kg final, such was the drama of the three-way battle for the bronze medal and the 2 world record attempts in that final round. There actually was no successful lift in that final round. It was dramatic enough anyway. Hiroshi Miura of Japan going for 110. Been around for quite a while. He was watching the 2004 Paralympics as a fan and loved it so much, thought that, you know what, I might not be bad at this. Within 2 years, he was competing at a World Championships in Busan, finished 12th in that. His best results have been saved for the Paralympic Games. 9th in London, 5th in Rio. Office worker in Tokyo. He used to be a concert and music technician. Now there's a job. Sadly, there was an accident, but that was a great profession. He's also the executive secretary of the Japanese Para-Powerlifting Federation. Hiroshi Miura going for 110. So 110 from Miura, and the lift was swift, and it was clean. 3 out of 3. Our new leader. Well, we've only had 2 misses so far of the 7 attempts we've seen. Good standard, and it can only get better. Good lifting, 110 for Hiroshi Miura. Solid start to his competition in this men's 49 kg weight division. The bar straight up.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 125 kilos for their first attempt. From Turkey,
Abdullah Kayapina.
Well, we've just seen a great Turkish joust for gold in the women's 45 kg. Nazmiye Muratli going for the world record, denied the gold by Guo Lingling of China. So Turkey looking for a high finish here at least from Abdullah Kayapina. 125 is his first round target. 7th in the Europeans 2 years ago in Eger. The man they call the mini Hercules.
Start! Right! Right!
Just missed out. 2 went against. If only for him he had got the 3 lights.
16.
All white, but denied. 125 he misses out on. May not have been very far away from that.
Eyes loaded.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 126 kilos for their first attempt from Egypt.
Mustafa Khalil.
So just 1 more kilogram added to the bar from Mustafa Khalil of Egypt. First major championship, but they're always well represented, always a strong team. Medals at the last World Championships. 4 of them gold. Only Nigeria won more titles. Nobody won more medals than Egypt in Dubai. Paralympics, 3 golds, 10 medals in total. Only Nigeria won more titles there. Only China won more medals overall. 126 for Mustafa Khalil then, of Egypt. The heaviest weight attempted in this first round of Group B for the lead. Bar up quick. 3 out of 3. Good and clean. Good lift. Our new leader for Egypt, Mustafa Khalil. That was a very good effort. It's a nice effort from him. Spot on by Mustafa Khalil to hit the front. A lot for him to be satisfied about there. And he hits the front. So into round 2. Junior Perez returning then on his major championship debut, missed out at 65 last time. Going for it again here now. So 65. No hesitation, but 3 reds. So Junior Perez misses out again. He had 1 white light in his favour in the previous round. Another whirl. He'll go for 65 again in the 3rd round. At least that's what he's slated for. World record held by Leigh Van Gogh of Vietnam, winning in Rio with 183. We'll see him a little later. I fancy there'll be another world record under threat in this competition. Takashi Matsumoto next up for Japan. Got 80 in the opening round to lead in the early exchanges, but 85 his target now. It'll keep him in 6th place. Would need an extra 10 on the bar to leap up 1 spot. So Matsumoto at 85. A couple of wobbles along the way. Will he be forgiven for it?
No lift.
3 reds against him. Stays at 80. Stays 6th in any event. quite clean enough.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 100 kilos for the second attempt. From Saudi Arabia,
Basha Olaymi.
Representante de Arabia Saudita, Maysar Olaymi.
So Maysar Olaymi.
Rodrigo Villamarin.
Basically underneath the bar 13 seconds after the clock started, we'll start giving out gold medals for that kind of speed. Going for 100, missed it in the opening round.
Start. Right.
Same with the lift itself, really quick, but a bit of inaccuracy, and it's no lift for him again. Of course, if he flies in, lifts it up, it's all perfect. You'd say, well, the speed helps him. To be a bit of a curved trajectory upwards from that angle.
Rodrigo Villamarin.
Rodrigo Villamarin of Argentina. So those silvers at the Junior World Championships here, and then at that World Cup event in Northern Hungary in May. The reigning Parapan Youth Champion. Got 95 last time, aiming for 101 now.
Start.
Had a lift of 100 but missed it right at the end of the Junior World Championships, and he's missed 101 here. I wasn't going to raise any higher, so misses out. And stays on 95, and he stays in 5th position. Argentina have a really good program. Nice, strong, sized team usually. Rodrigo Villamarin from Mar del Plata, which is down the coast, south of Buenos Aires. Hours just too difficult, obviously, having gone for 101. Has to lift at least that in the next round. Has he gone too high too early? Well, you might have thought that about Gui Ling Ling when she attempted the 116 and couldn't get the bar raised very much in the third and final round of that women's 45 kg final earlier, but then came really close to the world record when she went for it again in the bonus round, the power lift. So 107 going in the bar for the next attempt.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 107 kilos for their second attempt. From Kazakhstan,
Yernat Hazmukanov.
Yernik Hazmukanov of Kazakhstan, gunning for 107. Finished down the field in Eger in the World Cup event 6 months ago. Major championship debut for him, and again he's not wasting any time in wheeling in. He's okay. 2 out of 3. That's looking off. By virtue of that, goes into 3rd place in the head-to-head with Romeo Tayawa, who we're going to see next, of the Philippines. Did enough to make it work. And 107 lifted by Kazmukanov, rising up the table, overtaking this man, Romeo Tayawa of Philippines, who's going for 115 and looking not just to reclaim 3rd place back, but to go into the silver medal position. Having cleared 107 and reveling in his major championship debut. Up slowly, but goodly. 2 out of 3, 115, and he's up into 2nd place. Nice effort. The weights in Group A are considerably higher than this, even the more conservative weight attempts that we're going to see.
115 kilos for their 2nd attempt. From Japan,
Beyour Hiroshi.
A very, very good try.
Beyour
Also going for 115. He's been knocked from 2nd or 3rd for Japan, Hiroshi Miura. Because of the body weight head-to-head, he's 1.5 kilos lighter than Romeo. And this would put him in front. I say Romeo Tayawa, but you know, his parents might have been fans of cars, so might be Romeo. Hiroshi Miura for 115. Aiming for 115. Fair old strain on the Japanese veteran, and it is 3 reds against. So he stays where he is, and he's in the bronze medal position.
5 kilos, Artai, 4.
It was a difficult one for Miura.
Thank you. The Perez loaded to 125 kilos for their 2nd attempt. From Turkey,
Abdullah Kayapinar.
So 2nd attempt coming at 125 for Abdullah Kayapinar of Turkey. 7th in the European Championships in Hungary in 2015. He's from Sivas. this for 125 to go into the silver medal position with 126 gold at the moment for Mustafa Khalil. Obviously another group to go.
Start. Right.
And Abdullah Kayapinar gets there, 2 out of 3. Solid work. Wasn't tempted about adding another kilo onto that to take the lead for now. Good work, couldn't be faulted. And the mini Hercules goes into second spot. Decent championships for Turkey so far. So are the juniors. They won more titles there than anyone else. 3 gold, 5 medals overall.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 132 kilos for their second attempt from Egypt.
Mustafa Khalil.
But it's always a competitive Egyptian team we see, and Mustafa Khalil is no exception. Cleared 126 in the opening round, this for 132, and for the outright lead again. So 132 for Khalil. He set himself the highest targets in Group B to date. Met the first at 126.
Start. Right.
Well, at 132 he got it up there. Was it straight? It was 3 out of 3. Great work by Mustafa Khalil. Increases his lead. Absolute cracker by Mustafa Khalil. 2 successful shots at it.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 65 kilos for their third attempt from Nicaragua.
Junior Perez.
So Junior Perez back again, his third and final attempt at 65, having missed the first 2 at them. So for 65,
Right.
had problems with his 2 previous attempts at it, and same here. Red lights. So no mark registered by Junior Perez. misses out in a final standing at his first World Championship.
The bar is loaded to 90 kilos for their third attempt from Japan.
Matsumoto Takashi.
Representante de Japón.
Takashi Matsumoto of Japan got 80, missed at 85. He's sticking to his plan, attempted 90 in the final round, which will keep him in 7th position. Matsumoto for 90.
Stop.
And it
Right.
won't happen. Too awkward. 80 remains his best and he stays in 7th place. Still a prospect that he might drop down a position due to the man who's next to go, but 90 beyond him today. Yeah, too difficult. Just asking too much, not enough power down the right-hand side, and denied this time. Misses at 85 and 90, gets 80, and that's the end of the run for Takashi Matsumoto.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 100 kilos for their third attempt from Saudi Arabia.
Maysar Olaymi.
Representante de Arabia Saudita. Maysar.
Maysar Olaymi. Well, he's had a couple of attempts at 100, and each time he's just shot on stage, and I think he's broken his own record there, going for 100 for the 3rd time. He's missed the previous 2. A bit more composure needed.
Right.
It's an improved tally from this time. Just 2-1 against.
101 kilo, right high, 10.
First one of those that he's got, but still no lift, so he doesn't register a mark. Same as Perez of Nicaragua. Just too many elements askew.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 101 kilos for their third attempt from Argentina.
Rodrigo Villamarin.
Representante de Argentina.
So the 3rd and final attempt coming for Argentina's Rodrigo Villamarin. Got 95 but missed out at 101, and going for that again. And he wasn't really close to 101 last time either. In the Junior World Championships where he won the silver on Saturday, the first 2 rounds were good, but as soon as he hit 3 figures, couldn't follow through. 101. And it's the same trouble, I'm afraid. Yep, I think he knew it as well. Well, he's still 20. His last year as a junior. It's a solid senior career on the way. But he wraps up a 95. That has him in 6th place at the moment. And if everybody gets their marks in Group A, he would finish in 15th place of the 18. There's, one or two potholes ahead perhaps in the later rounds. 101 was too high for him there.
For the third attempt from Kazakhstan.
Yernat Kazmukanov.
Yernat Kazmukanov of Kazakhstan goes now. Well, there are 3 lifters who've had 2 successes already, and he's one of them. 100 and 107. If he gets this, he goes into 4th place. 111. Pretty swift onto the bench as well each time. Struggle to get it up, particularly the way that left arm was struggling, and 2-1 against as a result. So he wraps up with 107. Let's look at the left arm here, wobbles all over the place. Still got approval. He did another white light going his way.
Beyour Hiroshi.
Hiroshi Miura of Japan. Already cleared 110, missed 115, so this is 116. It was a real struggle for him at 115 last time as well. This with an extra kilo on top. So Miura for 116. No trouble this time in getting it raised, and no trouble in keeping it clean. 2 out of 3, 116, Hiroshi Miura, and he rises to the bronze medal position. That was very sweetly done. Cracking lift by Miura, and he did enough to make it happen.
The bar is loaded to 117 kilos.
Tagawa.
Representante de Filipinas, Romeo Tagawa.
Romeo Tagawa looking to get his place from the top three back. 115 last time, he's also cleared 107. So this for his third success at 117. Originally was looking at 120. Romeo for 117. Slowly does it, and too much work in getting it up, and he didn't get it all the way either. So 115, his best, and he stays in fourth place.
Thank you. The bear is loaded to 130 kilos for their third attempt from Turkey.
Abdullah Kayapina.
So to the final two. Abdullah Kayapina, who got 125 in the previous round. Now 130 is target, which again wouldn't be the lead. That's Mustafa Khalil on 132, but he'll go for what he feels he can get.
Ya Allah. Bismillah.
130 for Abdullah Kayapina.
Right.
He got it raised. And he got the lift. 203, and he finishes with 130, and that's second place overall. Well, that was decent lifting by Abdullah Kayapina.
Thank you. The bear is loaded to 136 kilos. for their
Potentially a
third
top
attempt
10 finish
from
if
Egypt.
things go a little wrong for some in Group A.
Khalil.
Mustafa Khalil of Egypt is next, rounding off with 136. Was originally looking at 138, which would be better than 4 first round attempts as currently slated. He's knocked 2 off that for something a bit more achievable. Ambitious. Let's see the world record holder a little later. It was 3 out of 3. That's brilliant. A clean slate all the way. 3 lights for every lift. 126, 132, 136. He's our leader. And he'll be leading for a good bit of the opening round of Group A as well. That's terrific lifting.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 127 kilos for their first attempt. From Poland,
Slawomir Szymanski.
So we go into Group A now.
De Polonia, Slawomir Szymanski.
lifting to follow Hadj Beyour.
First to go, Slawomir Szymanski of Poland. 127 being aimed for. The European silver medalist in Eger in 2015, fifth in the previous Europeans. His only world championship saw him finish 8th in 2010 in Kuala Lumpur, 6th in the Beijing Paralympic Games. From Wrocław, Start Wrocław is club. Sailed south of the border into Hungary to compete at the World Cup in Eger.
Trzymaj, kontroluj klatce. Trzymaj most. Kontroluj ją.
Start.
So for 127, and this to put him into third place. And it does. 3 out of 3. Solid and confident, and just plain good. Well, that's better than what he lifted in Hungary. 3 out of 3.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 135 kilos for their first attempt. From Algeria,
Hadj Beyour.
Hadj Ahmed Beyour of Algeria up next, 12th in the last World Championships in Dubai, and a silver in the Eger World Cup in May. Quite a few attempts at 135 in this opening round. Beyour the first of those.
Allah! Allah!
Start.
Beyour's shot at 135.
Right.
Oh, he's got it. 3 out of 3. Puts him into second place. And that was a good, confident attempt by the Algerian.
kilos for their first attempt. From India,
Strong effort.
Basha.
Representante de India, Farman Basha.
So Farman Basha next for India and going for 135 himself. The Asian Games bronze medalist in Cheon in 2014. Competed in Glasgow at the Commonwealth Games, didn't finish that. Best World Championship finish 5th in Dubai in 2014, and he's been a 4th placer twice at the Paralympic Games in Beijing and in Rio. Only major championship medal coming in Cheon for those Asian Para Games. So 135. This would put him into third place, level weight with Beyour, but Beyour is 2 kilos lighter in body weight. 135. From Basha Farman. Grimace, but not now. 3 out of 3. Solid start to his World Championships. Very, very good lift. Has him on the way.
The bar is loaded to 135 kilos for their first attempt from Azerbaijan.
And all the lifts so far have been successful, and that was well nailed by Farman Basha for India.
Parvin, Mammadov.
Lifter to follow, Manny.
Next to go for Azerbaijan is Parvin Mammadov. Bronze in Eger at the World Cup. This is his first major championship. So Mammadov in line. This would bring him level in weight with Beyour and Basha, but he'd overtake them on body weight. He's lighter than the other two. Two against, so no lift for Parvin Mammadov. Has to return to it. Well, I looked from that angle to have gone back a bit.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 145 kilos for the first attempt from Iran.
Manny Dabashi.
So we go up to 145. Manny Dabashi for Iran in his first major championship. This for the lead. And to overtake Mustafa Khalil, who still has the advantage of 136.
رضا
So Dehbashi at 144.
یا خانم فاطمه زهرا علی
Start.
Got it up quickly. Not successfully though, 3 rates against.
Loaders, please load the bar to 165 kilos, rack high 13.
So still in the lead is Mustafa Khalil of Egypt with that 136. Mammadov and Dehbashi both missing out.
Yu.
Zheng Yu of China going for 165. Now the weight's getting serious. First major championship. Born in Panjin, he is 41. So here he goes for 165. Put him into the lead by 30. Get him into medal contention straight away. No delay in the lift. No lack of success with it either. 3 out of 3. He's our new leader. Zheng Yu. It'll make the rest think. It's a thumping lift. Yeah, a lot of effort required, obviously, once you get to these weights. But he had it, kept it sufficiently clean, and he's top of the leaderboard in the gold medal position with 165. Omar Sami Hamada Qarada of Jordan can dethrone him though, going for 172. The 2010 world champion, silver in Rio. 2 Paralympic silver medals in 08 and 2016. Paralympic comeback, yielding a silver medal in Rio for Qarada. And 172 is his target straight away. For the lead by 7. Got it raised. He's got 1 red against him, but 2 white, and he's got the lift, and he's got the lead. Omar Qarada for Jordan. Decent lifting. Has the advantage. Good attempt, kept it straight, 2-1. Very early right against them, but the referee's happy.
From Nigeria,
Yakubu Adesokan.
Representante de Nigeria, Yakubu Adesokan.
So next for Nigeria, Yakubu, the reigning Commonwealth, World and Paralympic champion. He arrived too late in Rio. Paralympic gold in London. World gold in Dubai. Commonwealth Games gold in Delhi. 175 the target for Yakubu Adesokan of Nigeria. Adesokan Yakubu. Depending where you are. So Yakubu for 175 for the lead. Second heaviest attempt that we will see in this first round. Smooth from here. What about the other angles? He's got it, 3 out of 3, and he's got the lead. Yakubu for Nigeria, 175. Very good lift. Well, it looks like a four-way battle for the medals. Good strong lift and straight, level, straight up, and hitting the front with 175.
Thank you. Number is noted to 178 kilos for their first attempt from Vietnam.
Van Gogh
Leigh Van Gogh of Vietnam, who is the reigning Paralympic champion, took advantage of Yakubu's non-presence. Finished second behind Yakubu in the last World Championship. Silver there. 2 silvers at Worlds for him. The reigning Asian Games champion too. Leigh Van Gogh. He's going for 178 straight away. Set the world record in Rio of 183. For the lead. This is successful. Surely his own world record's coming under threat later. Got it up quickly, cleanly into the lead. 3 out of 3 for Leigh Van Gogh. We've got a big battle on now. 13 kilos dividing the top 4. They've all been successful. The 4 heaviest attempts, and Leigh with 178 out in front by 3 kilos. Clear of Yakubu. Qarada third, a further 3 back. Cracking lift, more to follow. 183 is his world record, and that was 178. Super lift by Leigh. Into the second round, Yakubu will be going for 180. And the lead, and that's only 3 off the world record. Leigh at the moment going for 181, which is 2 off his world record. Qarada will be going for 178.
Slawomir
Top 3 aiming for the lead in round 2. And Slawomir Szymanski, who's cleared 127, looking for 133. And that would put him up into 8th. 2 misses in the opening round from Parvin Mammadov and Manny Dabashi. Mustafa Khalil of Egypt from Group B is still in 5th place, having cleared 136. For the pole. Szymanski, European silver medalist, successful with 3 out of 3. And that puts him into 8th place. that spot on. Smooth all the way up, straight, level, all good. Poland haven't won a medal yet at the Senior World Championships, a bronze in the juniors on Saturday. One of the two to miss his weight in the first round. Coming up now for Azerbaijan, Parvin Mammadov. Bronze in Eger in the World Cup. Important stop-off point on the way here. Mammadov missing at 135, and this an attempt at 136.
Stop!
To go fifth. Didn't seem to be much trouble, and he's got it! 3 out of 3. And Mammadov goes into fifth spot, but he's quite a bit off the medal reckoning. The top 4 are way clear of the rest. And the battle for the medals between them. But Mammadov, fifth, realistically as good as he can finish. So it's all about defending that now.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 137 kilos for their second attempt. From India,
Farman, Basha.
137 for Basha for India. The 2002 World Championships in Kuala Lumpur, his first major championship. Finished 9th there. 5th, his best World Championship finish. A couple of 4th places at the Paralympics, including in Rio, and that Asian Games bronze. And from Bangalore, Farman Basha. This for 137, and to put him 5th. Cleared 135, this with 2 added on to the bar. Places 5 to 9 divided by 3 kilos. Easy, did it. He's got it. 3 out of 3 for Basha Farman.
please load over to 140 kilos. Our height, 13.
137, all 3 referees in his favour.
Hey, give us your best dance moves.
Very good lift. Nice and
Thank you.
clean.
The bar is loaded to 140 kilos for their second attempt. From Algeria,
Hadj, Beyour.
Hadj Beyour now for Algeria. Got 135 in the first round himself. This an attempt at 140.
to follow Manny Dabashi.
So 140 would put him 5th. So there's a couple of major battles here. There's a 5-way fight for 5th place and a 4-way fight for the medals. 3 three attempting to go into the gold medal position in this round. Man in fourth, trying to climb in amongst them too.
Bismillah.
So Beyour for 140 for fifth place.
Up. Right.
That may have been going back gradually, but we'll see if he's penalised for it. They've all done. So no lift for Hadj Beyour.
Let's go and dance!
That's all Qarada for every son and daughter. Won't be a goner in this new world. If it ain't about love, why even bother? I'd rather be a keeper to my brother.
Thank you. The birds loaded to 147 kilos for their second attempt from Iran.
Manny Dabashi.
Representante de Irán, Manny.
Manny Dabashi of Iran. Now here's the man who can make fifth place his own and keep it. This is 10 kilos heavier than the current fifth placer, Farman Basha. Manny Dabashi aiming for 147.
صاحب از زمان.
So 147 for fifth spot. Missed it 145, but that looked cleaner. See if that's followed through on it. Is 3 out of 3. But Manny Dabashi in a good lift. And he goes into fifth place, and it would take something massive to dislodge him from that. He's a long way off the top 4 and a long way ahead of the next 5 below him. Good 147 for Dehbashi. It's his maximum. Looking to break that in round 3. So now for some serious weights.
Thank you. The birds loaded to 173
Big leap,
kilos
almost
for their
30
second
kilos
attempt
from what we've just
China.
seen.
Zheng
Zheng first of all for China
Representante de
is
China,
currently lying in fourth place.
Zheng.
This would put him into the bronze medal position by 1 kilo.
After to follow Omar Qarada.
First major championship for Zheng, but he's tilting for a medal here. 173. It's a real strain to get it up. The stop along the way, it is 3 reds against. So no lift.
Please load over 278 kilos, rack high,
more work required on that if he's to get into the medals, and he might need to add some more weight onto that if the next few attempts are successful. That might have just been his limit. Probably knew, I think. Just stopped a little along the way.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 178 kilos for their second attempt from Jordan.
Omar Qarada.
So it means that the top three remain the top three for the moment, but in what order? The bronze medal position, Omar Qarada of Jordan, currently lying in the bronze medal position, and an attempt coming of 178 to put him in front. Qarada 178. Well, he's got it up there. That's the former Paralympic champion, and it's 3 out of 3. He takes the lead. It's the gold medal position for Omar Qarada. But in order to get the gold and secure it, he'll probably have to go a bit heavier. The world record, only 5 kilograms away out of this by Qarada.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 180 kilos for their second attempt from Nigeria.
Yakubu Adesokan.
So again, for Nigeria, here comes Yakubu. So 180 for Yakubu, who lifted 175 in round 1 to go into the silver medal position at the end of that round. Overtaken by Qarada's 178. This at 180 to go back in front. For the former Paralympic champion. Reigning world champion from Dubai, Paralympic champion in London. Yakubu at 180. This is where it starts getting tough. That wasn't fully raised. Now that's beyond him.
No lift.
Well, the bar started going backwards dramatically.
Loaders, please load the bar to 181 kilos.
Spotters got it for him. It's unfortunate about Yakubu's defence for Rio of his Paralympic title. He arrived too late. Couldn't register. Got it up maybe 80% of the way, and then it started falling back. Good try. Remember, that was only 3 off the world record mark.
For their second attempt from Vietman.
Van Gogh.
So the reigning Paralympic champion, the silver medalist in the last World Championships, the reigning Asian Games champion, Leigh Van Gogh of Vietnam. The world record of 183 from Rio is his in winning gold there. This for 181, 2 kilos off. If he gets this, it's game on in the final round. So at 181 to regain the lead. Go back into the gold medal position, the world record holder, the Paralympic champion. He's got it into the lead again, 181 and just 2 kilos off the world record. That is his. Pumped up for it. That was a thumping lift. 181, and it really is game on now. Overtaken by Qarada's 178. Yakubu down in third, Leigh back in the lead, leaping from second back to first. The top three are going to have a go for gold. Zheng looks like he's going to stay in fourth. So Slawomir, Szymanski to start the final round for Poland. Looks like this, Zheng with what he's aiming for will finish fourth, and Manny Dabashi of Iran will finish fifth. So the next 4 men we're going to see are gunning for 6th place. And that starts with Szymanski. For 138, it's a toughie, too much so. Finishes with 133, and Szymanski will end in 10th position for Poland. Hadj Beyour of Algeria missed 140 last time, going for it again. Again, this is an attempt at 6th. Beyour at 140. 12th in the last World Championships in Dubai. At worst, it's going to be 9th. At best, 6th. Silver and Egger back in May. Welcome there at the Hotel Egerin Park.
Allah! Allah!
jostling. Placed it on the hard one. They are getting it raised. And in a good way, 2 out of 3. So he finishes with 1-4-0. And a few more attempts to try and knock him back. But Beyour 6th for now. Good work. It went 2-1 in his favour. Quality effort. So Farman Basha for India. His attempt on 1-4-1. Again going for 6th. Medals yet, but that Asian Games bronze in 2014, a couple of 4th places, a lifter of quality, 6th to target here. Well, at least he got the bar raised up, but it might not have got the nod of approval. It hasn't. 3 reds. I think he kind of knew. So 137 is finishing position. At the moment it's 7th, it might be 8th, depending on the next attempt. We'll sort out a few positions. Basha, that was his only failure. 135, 137. He was lifting pretty much near his limit then. Parvin Mammadov again for Azerbaijan. Missed 135, got to 136. This is a big leap to 145, and if he gets this, it is 6th. 147 is 5th place, and with the body weight, if he'd go for that and got it, then it'd be 5th. 145 is margin of 9 and quite a gap from his previous successful attempt anyway. So Mammadov at 145. Bronze in Eger. This is first major championship. Well, raised it was. Oh, 2 against. It was close. That the left weights looked to be hanging a little bit. But that was a real valiant attempt. 2-1 against in the end. 136 is his best. Fine there. Tight margins. 136 he finishes on Mammadov, and that's 8th place for him. Beyour ends in 6th spot. So Manny Dabashi, he's He's cleared 147, this an attempt at 155. He's finishing 5th anyway. And Zheng will finish 4th. Manny Dabashi of Iran, targeting 155, and in his first major championship he finishes 5th at the Worlds. Zheng above him, ending on 165. Currently on 165, should I say. But Dabashi's 155 not going to challenge that. Right now he is 7 kilos clear of Hadj Beyour of Algeria in 6th. And this to add a further 8 to the margin. 155, Manny Dabashi. Well, easy does it. He's going back a little, and it's 2 and against. So he ends on 147. Bit of backward motion. That's going to go up straight and level. Straight marks 2. So misses out at 155, Manny Dabashi, but stays 5th anyway, even if he got that. So now, Zheng is now going for 176. He's originally looking at 173, but 176 would get him the bronze. So we're back to a 4-way fight for the medals again. Zheng currently 4th, aiming for 176, which will be bronze. Yakubu aiming for 180, which would be silver. Qarada aiming for 181, which on the bodyweight head-to-head, which would be gold. And Leigh going for 183.5, going for a world record. So having missed at 173 and having originally put themselves down for that in the final round, here's Zheng of China, going for 176 in his first major championship. Gunning for the bronze, but he's not going to get that lifted. Similar problems earlier at 173, so he ends 165. Outside the medals, Zheng, it's 4th place for him. But it's a good first try for him. Can't be faulted. Gave it a good go. Zheng finishes in 4th spot.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 180 kilos for the 3rd attempt from Nigeria.
Yakubu, Adesokan.
So here comes Yakubu then for Nigeria. Another attempt at 180. 2nd at the end of the opening round, but then overtaken by Qarada of Jordan. He's currently in the bronze medal position. Aiming for 2nd spot here, aiming for 180. Another kilo onto that. And he'd be going for the gold. Playing it a little conservative. It's a bronze at least for him. outgoing world champion, the 2012 Paralympic champion, the 2010 Commonwealth Games champion from Ibadan. Looking to swap the bronze for a silver. Going for 180 again, and going for the silver medal. Here goes Yakubu. He's got it raised, but he doesn't get the lift. 3 reds. He's a bit surprised. Well, 181 not far away, you know, and that would have been an attempt at the gold. Went for the silver and didn't get it at 180. He obviously thought he did though, Yakubu. .175 is best. And that's the bronze.
The weight is loaded to 181 kilos for their third attempt from Jordan.
For the final 2, 181 is an attempt at gold, and it's what Omar Qarada is going for. The 2010 world champion, Kuala Lumpur. 2 Paralympic silvers. Gunning for his 2nd world title now. Leigh Van Gogh lifting 181. That's what Qarada's going for here, and he would have it on the body weight head-to-head. So Qarada going for gold for Jordan. Former world champion. 181. And that won't be it. It's close though. He's given 1 white light for it, 2 red, 2 to 1 against. It's silver for Qarada, it's gold for Leigh Van Gogh. Bit. So Qarada's 178 in the 2nd round gets him the silver. Yakubu the bronze for Nigeria. Leigh Van Gogh is the world champion for Vietnam. His first world gold, 2 silvers previously for the 2016 Paralympic champion. The Asian Games champion. So Leigh Van Gogh of Vietnam, he's the world champion for the first time, and he's looking to break the world record he set in Rio last year. So 183.5 for the new world champion. He's the reigning Asian Games, World and Paralympic champion now. The world record holder looking to set a new mark. 183.5. New world record for Leigh Van Gogh. Bit of effort in getting it up. Didn't get it, tight one, 2-1 against. He'll have an option of doing that again. He really wasn't that far away. Wins with 181. I reckon he'll come back, he will. That's all you need to know. That was a very close world record attempt. He's going to go for it. Whether it's the same a mark or whether it'll be 184, up to him, but he was really, really close to it and he knows it. 2-1 against. Very close to the new world record. 183.5 again being sought by him.
Damas y caballeros, el representante de Vietnam, Van Leigh, va a volver para un cuarto intento para romper su propio récord mundial.
We've had plenty of world record attempts so far, 2 successful. Alice Olufemiayo of Nigeria, in the women's 86 kg, and Gu Lingling earlier for China in the women's 45. We had 4 world record attempts in that. Leigh Van Gogh straight back out. So this is the power lift. 4th attempt. World record shot. 183.5. He's got the crowd on his side. Another good crowd in Mexico City today. Leigh Van Gogh again. Gunning to break his own world record. Reigning Asian world Paralympic champion. Has he got the world record this time? Looks good, he's confident. He's got it! He has got it! A new world record and all the titles for Leigh Van Gogh. New world record, and that was just ace. Celebration time. And that was just grand. Well, he knew this time. He knew last time he wasn't far off. He almost got it. One more quite light his way would have done it. I'm sure he was quite close to it, but here, unanimous. 3 out of 3. The gold is his. He's the world champion, and his own world record broken at his hand. Great combination again. 3rd senior world record. Added half a kilo to his mark from Rio, and in Mexico City, 183.5, the new world record for Leigh Van Gogh. 181 in regular competition, world record coming after Qarada 178 in silver, and Yakubu the bronze for Nigeria with 175. Jostling in the final round. Gold for Vietnam. Leigh Van Gogh. The medal ceremony is underway.